Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena. I am the executive director for the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. And you know what? I am proud to be doing this for over 25 years. I love my job. I love connecting people. But what I love more is our collaboration and partnership with Manly Lynn and the SBA, the Small Business Administration. I get so excited and my enthusiasm comes out on these webinars because I get such fabulous feedback that these webinars are so important to get this information out into the businesses, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a sole proprietor, small, medium-sized company, major corporation, international corporation. Getting this information in your hands is only going to enhance your business, or maybe someone that you have a client with can also use it. That's why I just so am thankful and grateful that we do have this partnership with Manly Lynn. She takes the time to make sure that we have this information to give to you. So right now it's doing business with the federal government. It includes NYC, NY State certifications. I'm going to turn it over to Manly Lynn. I know everyone's going to ask me. I'll put it in the chat. It is being recorded. It will be on Chamber TV. Manly Lynn will give me the deck as long as you RSVP to the Chamber website and you got the Zoom link from me, you will get a copy of the deck. And also place your questions in the chat. We have a hard stop at 11 because Manly is so busy, and we will try and answer the questions. If not, you can email me or Manly will give her email at the end. So Manly, take it away.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my PowerPoint first. A lot of the information. Thank you, everyone, participate for this webinar. So I'm going to talk about doing business with the federal government. You can see my email address here. Please shoot me an email if you have questions or want me to contact me. So usually I have 3 webinars on this topic. So today is a series 1, doing business with the government, talk about A to Z. If you need to know the whole pictures. But the second one actually is focused on the certifications. So today I will mention, but I didn't go to the details, how to do the certification. I will talk about the qualifications that if you're, if you're qualified, then you should certify and the benefits of that. And then third one will be the marketing to the government agency. Because a lot of business actually, they already certified. They always tell me they already certified for years, but they didn't get any contract. So I usually ask them, I said, how do you do your marketing to the government agency? They say, oh, we didn't know we have to do the marketing. Yes, okay, you need to do the marketing. That's the last steps that you can get the contract, okay? You can go to your destination. So SBA will provide one-on-one counseling. The reason I want to encourage you is, we have one-on-one counseling through our resource partner. So if you have questions, problems with certification, find those opportunities, please make appointment with them. You see the website here, a local assistance. You click it, and then those centers near you, they will show up, so you can contact them, make an appointment. And then the capital SBA, we provide different kind of financing programs. So when you deal, like discussion with those government agencies, you really have to show them you have the capability to finish the work financially. You're financially strong enough, okay? Because nobody will give you the money in advance. So you have to finish the work. So you have to show them you have the ability in financially and technology, okay? The third one is we help small business to get government contracts. That's what I'm going to talk about today. And the last one is disaster. I hope we don't need that anymore, but when disaster happens, SBA not just help small business, we help everybody, including nonprofit organizations, homeowners, and renters. So why, we work so hard to encourage one, especially Helena and I, we encourage everyone to pursue the government contracts. US government is the biggest buyers in the whole world. Okay, every year spend more than $500 billion. Last year spent more than $700 billion to buy almost everything, not just the goods, also services. Okay, so because a lot of services business ask me, do they have a chance? Even, accountants, attorneys, marketing company, IT, of course, consulting business too. We all have the opportunities. There are 3 channels to find those, to get a government contract. The first one is you just compete with everybody, including those huge business. The second one is what SBA we can help you. We call small business set aside. Okay, that's for small business to get those contract between $3,500 to $250,000. You see the numbers I show here. Okay, those SBA we sign agreement with more, I think 47 government agency now. So they have to reach this goal. So their purchase, more than 23% have to buy from small business. 15%, start within 2025 have to buy from small disadvantaged business. I will go to the detail of the definition later, okay? 3% for HUBZone, 5% for service disabled veterans, and 5% for women-owned. So if you are a disadvantaged women-owned business, you have 15 plus 5%. 20% of $500 billion is a lot. That's set aside for you. So you don't have to compete with everybody. You compete with just the business in the same category as yours. The third one is sole source. In government contracting, we have a rule called rule of 2. For example, if I need to purchase something for an event for my agency, I need to at least have 2 business approach me, then I can pick the better quality one. But if you're certified for HUBZone for 8A, actually, you don't have to compete with anybody else, okay? If your quality is good, price is reasonable, the procurement officer can buy from you. So that's very powerful. There are a lot of myths that, especially small business, that they didn't pursue the government contract because they think it's too complicated and it take forever to get paid. So now actually we simplify. Today you will realize, it's easy to do everything and we are here to help you. For the payment, actually, I talked to the local government, city and state. Sometimes it happened, delay the payment or, they changed the administration, maybe they didn't pay. So, but for federal level, you don't have to worry about that. By law, okay, the agency have to pay you within 30 days of invoicing. So your accounting system have to be, really effective and send out the invoice right away. And I know that, small businesses think they cannot compete with large business, but now actually we are here to help you. But you have to get ready. It's not easy to get a first contract because they didn't know you. They didn't know you want to do business with government. Okay, that's why you have to show that you're ready, you're willing, really look forward to get government contract. So the first one, you have to ask yourself, do you know the government needs what you sell? Okay. We will talk about that later. And you have to show them, okay, that you have experience, you have cash, inventory, and working capital. They don't want to, have a contract with somebody, maybe, is not stable yet, okay? The third one, can you do the work? Are you capable to do the work? And the last one, where to find contracting opportunities? So before I show you the 4 websites to find opportunities I want to share with you, this is what they're looking for because actually, when you're certified, you need to show them your financial statement, okay? And other than that, you have to show the same as you want to borrow money from the banks, you have to show them your strengths of character, you have good cash flow, and also you have collateral, and also you have capitalizations plus withholding and earning, and what are their outside conditions that will affect ability to repay the loan. So those you have to prepare, and you have to research your market. Not all the government agencies need your product or services. So you need to find out which agency need your product or services, and then find your niche, okay? Maybe, that agency bought something, but maybe that's not your strength, okay? The best product or services, or just the amount, or, the product is not suitable for this time. And then understand how government buy, and know your competition and their contracts. So here, actually, Helena and I, we work so hard because we know that, most normally businesses think that business in the same industry are your competitor, but actually government allows small business to team up. So we encourage you, change that competition to a partnership. Okay, so I think that's a good trend. So now, how can you find the opportunities? Okay, the first one, SAM.gov. So all the government agency, if they purchase more than $25,000, they have to post on SAM.gov. And then second one is USAspending.gov. That's every penny that government spend. Actually, they show there which agency bought what from whom. So not only you can learn about that agency, you also can learn about those vendors already work with government, right? So you can partner with them, you can learn from them. Then the third one is the forecaster. So you can see maybe you're not ready yet, okay, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, especially those contracts. A lot of contracts are for 5 years. So you can see maybe a business, a vendors, they got a contract 4 years, so only 1 year left. So that's your opportunity. And the last one, for federal, we also have a data that actually can show all those which those agencies and vendors information. So encourage you, find time to look for that. The second channels that you can find opportunities is micro purchase. If, for example, I hold an event, I need to buy, some items for my event. As long as the purchase less than $3,500, we don't have to post anywhere. Okay, the only requirement is you have to be able to accept the credit card. So, but usually that's not a problem now. But the difficulty is they don't post anywhere. So how can you find those opportunities? Okay, so that's why marketing, build a good relationship with those agencies, and you have to do marketing with them. I will focus on that later. Okay. So the third channel you can find opportunity is to be a subcontractor, especially if you haven't worked with government yet. You need to learn. You need to learn how to work with government. So I have a prime contract list on the next slide. Okay, and you can send those prime contractor actually your capability statement. Also, is more important. Subnet is the website. Those prime contractor, if they get contract more than $750,000 or $1.5 million for construction work, they have to sub out. So you can find opportunities here. So not just get a contract, and also you can learn from those prime contractor. So this is the list for the of the prime contractor. There's nationwide, so you can you can send them your capability statement. For joint venture, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. SBA, we have a mentor project program that actually you can work with those vendors. They already got government contract, and you know, you can ask them to be your mentor. So of course, through the procedures here. So I put it here for you. Then when you team up to get a contract, please, you need to have a teaming agreement. Okay, so find an attorney with experience to generate that agreement for you. So what makes a successful contractor? Okay, so government agency, they are looking for established, reliable business. So some startups, they ask me, is, you know, do they have opportunities? The answer is yes. If that agency, they really need your product or services, okay? But most of the time they want to see your financial situation. And also you have to show them you have the track records of you deliver the quality goods and services on time and within budget. Okay, so that's very important for those agency. And how is your reputation within your industry? So you need to spend time to actually to build up the good relationship. I will focus on that, the third one, but you know, trust. Okay, so they will find out if you are responsive, responsible. Okay, and also you have to show them financial, especially you have enough cash flow to you know, sustain your business. And the last one is being e-commerce savvy. You don't have to be the IT, you know, savvy, but you know, those use new technologies to communicate. That's a must. And right now, also emphasize the cybersecurity. So I will talk about here. So there are 5 basic requirements. I will go through each of them. The first one, please get your ID, okay? You know, in the past, you have to have a DUNS number. Now, totally, you know, you don't have to worry about that. Just go to sam.gov, you open an account. They will assign you a UEI number, okay? That's your ID number for the government contract. And then please find all the next codes that actually you have. On your tax return, you have a primary next code. But most of the business, you know, you sell multiple products and services. So you should have more than one. You should find all of them because they use the computer. Some agency, they use the automatic matchmaking. So they can find you by the next code. And then the second thing is you have to meet SBA's small business size standard. What's the definition? What's the definition that SBA has for the small business? If you are in a manufacturing business, if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. For non-manufacturing businesses, depends on your annual income. Generally speaking, is less than $7.5 million, but it depends on your next code. Like a construction company, they can go up to $34.4 million income and still a small business. So please check your the website here. We also have an office that can help you if you have questions. The third thing is register with SAM. I already mentioned you can you know, open an account there. This is very important because SAM is a database, okay, originally. The reason I repeat 1 and 3, okay, for SAM is because this is something new. During the pandemic, SBA compiled all the different websites together. So now, you know, SAM is the only place you need to go to. So the database actually, so like register, certify that your business is eligible for contract. So you have to be in that database, so they can find you and also they can work with you. So, so you have your business, you have a profile in SAM. It's like your resume. So they will notify you like every year you should update your information. If you have any changes, from time to time, you need to update. So you will get a, we call page number, okay, after you register. Also, SBA, we have a website, it's a database, okay, called Dynamic Small Business Search that actually connect to the SAM. So you have to register here too. So I put here for you the procedure, okay. The good things actually now you can post, you see on the last paragraph, stand out. So capability narrative, capability statement, you can upload there right now. And the keywords and your past performance, those information that actually you can provide them. So this is DSBS that I mentioned, okay, how you can get in. The number 4, you have to maintain compliance because you're working with the government. So you have to comply with all laws and the regulations. I have the website here for you. I encourage you, have time to learn about the acquisition, especially the FAR, the regulation part. The last one, cybersecurity requirement. Right now, I think only Department of Defense, they request, okay? But I think eventually, if you can get the certificate with certification will be good for you. Department of Defense actually recently have a lot of training on the CMMC. They ask, they ask the business or contractor need to have a cybersecurity maturity model certification and have 3 different levels. So they will tell you each of the solicitation. So this rule is effective. If you see the date, okay, it's coming December 16, 2024. So if you want to learn, please go to the website. And now is the best time because they just announced the final rules and they are training. There are a lot of trainings about this. You can go to Department of Defense website and they also teach you how to get that certificate. So the good news, okay, finally, in August, actually, SBA, we stopped accepting the certification application. So good news is October 25th, actually, they open, okay, the new portal for all the certification. Okay, so called My SBA Certification. So you can go to the website. They did a good job. So also a lot of information there. So I will share with you. So this is the old one, okay? Before actually in the past, you want to certify one category, you have to go to different website. Now it's all go to My SBA certification. So when you go to the certification part, you can see the left side, should I apply? So if you don't know that, if you qualify or qualify for which certification, you answer the question, they will tell you. And then the middle is how to prepare for application. Application take time, but most of the business, they delay their certification because they didn't have the complete package. So I encourage you, learn about that and also upload all those documents needed on your laptop. So when you apply, you can upload right away, okay? And do not miss anyone. If back and forth for the document will delay your certification. On the right side has a HubZone calculator. So I will tell you what's that for later, okay? HubZone is a certification. A lot of businesses didn't know about that. So this is the announcement, okay, the certification.sba.gov. Of course, I think that many of you, you haven't applied yet. Some of you, maybe you already applied during, the August 1st and October 25th. So they have a detailed information tell you if you already have an account, you already certified, so please go to the details about this one, see which one you should go to. Some of you have to open a new account here. And here, very important, what information you should get first. So here, you should learn about federal contracting, okay, have a good idea. And then there are two tools for you. One is the application user guide, and the second one is application preview. And then everything starts with just register, okay, on SIM.gov. So you need to go to the SIM.gov and get your UEI number. Otherwise, you cannot do anything yet. Okay. So first certification I want to talk about is 8A certification. The formal name is socially and economically disadvantaged business. We don't call minority, okay, and definition a little bit different. So if you certified for the 8A, the reason I want to emphasize those certifications name, because when you participate in those government contracting events, a lot of people will ask you, even the agency will ask you, are you 8A certified? A lot of terms that, for government contract, you need to be familiar with, okay? If you're certified for the 8A, you can have sole source, means you don't have to compete with anybody else. And you can get assistance from, especially SBA. We will assign a business opportunities specialist to help you with one-on-one, okay? And then help you with navigating those opportunities, and then we have to do the annual review too. And the last one, okay, you have the priority to access the federal surplus property. So federal surplus property, actually, you can buy them, but 8A, you have the priority. So this is for certification for federal level. I know most of you know about MWBE, but New York City, New York State, they only have a certification for MWBE, minority and women-owned. For federal, we have 4 different kind of certification. For 8A, for HUBZone, veterans, and women-owned. Now I will share with you, what's the eligibility. So the first things, should I apply? This is a new function. I feel it can help you a lot. So you answer the question, okay, ownership. Do you own 51% or more? What's your sex? Are you claiming social disadvantage? Are you US citizen? Are you veterans? Go to next. Okay, enter your next code. So actually, they will answer you right away, saying yes. Government agency buy product or services according to your next code. And then you answer the readiness. Okay, is your business generating revenue? Here, I did that on purpose. I answer no. So let you know. Actually, they will tell you why, and also tell you what other things you can do, or what's SBA can help you. So if you're not generating revenue, because 8A certification, the first requirement is you have to be in business for 2 years. But later I will show you some of the business can be waived for those 2 years. The second question, do you have a track record that you deliver quality goods and services on time and within budget? Okay, if you don't have, actually they say the best way to show that your company is ready, then you should have that. Means you're not ready yet. Okay. The third one, can you invoice and receive payment electronically? I think right now most business can do that. Number 4, can you cover your cost, all the cost prior to receiving your first payment? Okay, so this is your financial situation. If you need SBA's help, we have different financing programs, but you have to plan early, okay? Do not just wait until you need to show those financial situation. Okay, the next question, okay, is do you own small business located in the US? Do you believe your principal office is located in a hub zone? Number 2 and number 3 question are for hub zone, okay? This is 2 requirement. Hub zone, you have to locate in the hub zone, your business. And then the second requirement is more than 35% of your employees have to live in the hub zone. Any hub zone nationwide doesn't have to be the same as the business. Okay, so these 2 questions for that. And then is your business registered at SAM.gov? This is the first step you should do. Number 5, are you under financial limits? I will explain to you later. Okay, so for economic disadvantage business, you have to show your financial limits. You are under the limit. Number 6, can you provide annual financial statement? Okay. Number 7, do you affirm that neither this business nor any of its owner have ever been debarred or suspended by any federal entity? Okay, I see a lot of business actually, they have problems with the IRS, they didn't pay the tax. Okay, after you answer those questions that actually they will show you, okay, this one say, you're not eligible. Or they will say, congratulations, actually, you can apply, women-owned, minority-owned, or we don't call minority, we call AA certification, and for veterans. So that's good. Now I will go to the detail of the definition, so you know that actually you should apply or not. So for 8A, for women-owned business, for hub zone, the first things, all the owners own more than 20% have to be US citizen. And then 51% ownership have to be unconditional and direct. Okay, so means not under any other business entity. Control means you will be the one make the long-term decision and manage the day-to-day operation. Must be for profit. Okay, no matter what business structure, even the sole proprietor, 1 person is possible to get a contract, but have to be for profit. And have you been debarred or suspended, and you have a business located in the US? Okay, the 8A certification, I already mentioned that actually this is for 9 years. We call it, official name is socially and economic disadvantage business. And the advantage I list here for you is very powerful, especially we assign a person, a specialist to help you. You can participate in the mental project and can team up. And there's another training I will show you later. So have to be in 2 business for 2 years. But if you have the following situation, you can wait the 2 years. But I encourage you, do not rush, because this is programs only for 9 years. 9 years, one time for your life. Okay, so a lot of those 8A certified businesses, usually they told us 9 years is so fast, and they haven't got any contract yet. So I encourage you, do not rush until you're really ready. So what I mean ready, first one, you have the capacity to do the work, and you have sufficient cash flow, and you can demonstrate that actually you have good past performance, right? And you're willing to accept the advice. Sometimes you have to modify your product or services for that. So make sure you're ready. Okay? And this is one-time use of eligibility. Okay, that's why I just encourage you, get ready, don't rush. And 7A loan, I think right now will take a shorter time. Before actually at least 7 months to certify. So you also have to know, that you need time to get certification. But there is a huge change in 2023. Okay, so in the past, if you are one of the 5 groups, like a Black, Asian, Pacific Islander, the 5 groups of those, then you are automatically socially disadvantaged. But actually, there was one case, one white business, they sue SBA. So now change the rules. Okay, all the business that apply for this certification have to provide a narrative to show that actually you have experienced bias of a chronic and substantial nature. Okay? This is for the economic disadvantage. They have the limitation, okay, for your total asset, your net worth, and the personal income. They want to see your past 3 years, those documents. I put a list, I put the limit for you here. Okay, so make sure you need those. For women-owned business, actually, there are 2 groups. One is women-owned, the other one is economically disadvantaged women-owned. So totally have 759 next code qualified. So please go to the website, make sure your next codes are one of them. And at least 51% owned and controlled by women, and they have to be US citizens. And women are the one manage the day-to-day operation and also make long-term decision. The highest officer for the business. So for the economic disadvantage, the same thing, okay, the same amount as the 8A certification. So SBA also provides third-party certification, but if all the certification are free, okay, certified are free. If you do it by yourself with resource partners assistance, but there are 4 organizations. If you want to hire them to certify for you, you have to pay them a fee, okay? So just want to make clear. SBA will accept certification from U.S. Department of Transportation. They have a DBE program. And this is okay, not yet. So this is women-owned business. The HubZone certification is historically underutilized business law. So 2 requirements. The first one, your principal office. Principal office doesn't have to be the headquarters. So it's the office that actually have the highest number of your employees. For example, you are a New York business. You got a job in Florida. So of course you hire a lot of workers there. So Florida office will be your principal office. The second requirement is more than 35% of your employees have to live in a HubZone, any HubZone nationwide. 35% for big company, sounds high, but it's good for small business because they count the employer as the employee too. So for example, if you only have 1 employee, so either you or that employee live in a HubZone, you have 50%. Okay, so how do you know if your business in the HubZone? So you can see the map, okay? When you go to the map, you just enter your address and they will tell you right away if you are a HubZone. Okay? HubZone have very unique advantage. Okay, other than the sole source, means you don't have to compete with anybody else. Also have 10% price evaluation preference. Means I explained, usually we need at least 2 business, then we can choose the better quality one. But if, so we choose the better quality one. But if two businesses, they have the same level of quality, we have to choose a lower price. But if you are HubZone certified, your price can be 10% higher than your competitor. And, the government can still buy from you. So it's very powerful. The other powerful, fact about the HubZone is this is the only, set aside program, 3% that government never reached the goal. Okay, all others, usually will be reached the goal, but this one, all the agencies are looking for HubZone certification. So the next one is for veterans. Okay, there are two certifications. In the past, it's through VA, now all transferred to SBA. So the first one is veterans owned. You certify for the veterans owned, only for the VA's contract, set aside. Okay, and then service disabled veterans owned is for 3% for all the federal government agencies. Okay, so that's the difference. And the veterans, please, just certify here, okay, on this website. And we also have an office actually can help you. If you want to learn the rules, it's good to learn the FAR, okay, Federal Acquisition Regulations, especially the parts 13 to 15. Just tell you, different way to get contract, simplified acquisition, sealed bidding, or just by negotiation. Okay? There are different channels for you. For GSA, GSA is the agency, General Service Administration. They manage all the federal government's property. They buy the property, sell the property, rent out the property, and also hire the security and also cleaning company. So anything related to that, actually, GSA have a schedule. Their database called GSA schedule. So please go to their website. They have orientation monthly. Okay, so please, just be on their schedule. So mental project, I already mentioned that actually you can have a business actually, maybe your mentor, and then you can team up. So I put a detail here for you. And this is something new, okay, G2E, okay, so this is empower to, governance contract training for you. There are two providers in New York area, so please contact them. So now we're going talk about, the checklist. So you have a basic understanding, okay? So first things, register in SAM. Then you should meet with local business counselors through our resource partner and also Apex. I have a special slides for Apex accelerator for you. They are the, the centers can help you with certification. They also hold a lot of events, actually invite government agencies there. The third one, I mentioned a lot of websites, so you need to explore those websites. And if you can find opportunities, the worst you can do, you should learn about how to, write or prepare your offers, your proposals. And the last one, okay, this is the key. A lot of business they miss, okay, is do the marketing to the government agency. Okay, now nobody will knock on the door just give you a contract. So this is the organization can help you. Apex Accelerator. We have two in New York area. So please register. At least have an appointment with them and then on their mailing list because they will invite you to those government contract events. On the left side, still have small business specialists, procurement center reps, and the commercial marketing representatives here for you. It's not easy to get the first one, okay? So every agency have a small business advocacy office. So I heard a lot of business actually they got assistance from them. So please contact them. So when you see the solicitation, you find the opportunities, you can request or download a big package. Even, like construction company, you can request the drawings. And you should understand their regulations. So this is a basic, but you should ask each agency a little bit different. You should prepare, okay? When you see the solicitation, read it, okay? I encourage you have at least 2 people, okay? More than one person read those solicitations so you make sure you don't miss anything, okay? Then you can request a procurement history. You must attend their pre-bid meeting and walk through. And, if you feel something you're not clear, please ask. Make sure that you understand for everything, okay? And then proofread your proposal. The last one, submit it on time. Usually we think submit it on time is the easiest things to do, but a lot of business, they wait to the last day, the deadline. And then the computer have heavy traffic, cannot get through. So I encourage you at least 3 days before the deadline. So the contract, those agency, they are looking for somebody responsive and responsible. Responsive means, when they send you a question, they expect you reply right away. So the best way for you is to, just assign somebody in your company, just deal with the government, okay? And then responsive, especially your accounting systems, okay? I think so we can get paid. The key steps, okay? Know your market. Don't waste time to those agency that they don't need your product or services, okay? And you have to search their budget because governments have budget. So if they really need your product or services, but they cannot afford it, and still it's not good for you. The third one, you should get help, okay? I mentioned Apex and also SBA's full resource partner. You have to take care of the basics, especially the accounting system. And you should register everywhere you can, certify everywhere you can, okay? Even now have a lot of private sectors, they have a diversity program. And develop personal relationship, build up the trust between the agency and you. And the last one, start small. Okay? You need to prepare 3 marketing tools. The first one is elevator pitch. Okay, so for example, you go to those events, you only have 30-second chance to talk to those representatives. How you can just stand out and also impress those representatives. The second thing is that you have to prepare 1 page we call capability statement. There are 3 different kinds. One is general, and then one is targeted. Some agencies, they really have a job, okay? So you have to target on what they value most. And then third one is sources sought. So that's only for the sources sought notice. Later I will show you what's that. So you have to modify the same as resume, okay? So this is a resume for the business. So you have to modify them for different audience. And then the full capability presentation, most of the time, the agency will invite several businesses actually go to make the final presentation. You need to do the homework, okay? You have to know the audience, know about that agency, what's their mission, what's their goal, and what kind of clients or communities that actually they help. Because you want to let them know, okay? I think one thing a lot of business, they just say, oh, can you help me to get a contract? You should just, you should just say, what can I help your agency? Okay, have that confidence. But of course, you have to do the homework. Be focused and breathe. Okay, and then you also have to stand out from the crowd. So it's not easy. That's why I encourage you, practice. Okay. This is what information you should include in the capability statement. I want to show you two examples. This is a female veterans engineering company. She was very smart. Okay. Usually, capability statement is only one page. They don't want to take more than one page. But she was smart. It's one page, but 4 sides. So a cover, okay, and then capability statement, and then the photos of those contracts she already finished, those projects she has finished, and then one side is those testimonials. Okay, she got a lot of contracts already. This is a marketing company. She just she started getting government contract during the pandemic, because at the beginning of the pandemic, most of the agency, they want to send out the information or hold event training for their community they serve. So she just start hold the virtual events for those agencies and do the marketing for them. Okay, so very successful. So successful marketing strategy. Okay, so I put it here for you. You have to really prepare. Okay, what do you say? Your capability statement, and you have to show them actually you can help them to reach their goal. Okay, what's the purpose of the product and purpose, the services they're going to provide, how you can help them solve the problem. Okay, so you can ask, okay, so here, what does your organization do if they ask you? Okay, so this is the question you have to think about, your position. And then your website. I know that actually right now, a lot of procurement officer, they go to Amazon too. They find, they just search those business. So one procurement officer actually mentioned that she hoped that actually, your website should have an icon, because most of the business you focus on your customers, but you didn't realize you should have a government as your customer. So you should have an icon that actually focus for the government agency. Okay, so I think that's a good advice for you. And make sure your company do the following: only target those agencies need your product and services. And you should have a database, because like I mentioned, most of the contract maybe 5 years, depends on your industry. So if you see one contractor maybe already got a contract for 4 years and 1 year left, so you should keep those data. Okay, so have a spreadsheet for that. Okay, you should have all the materials, okay, not only to the business or customers that you deal with, okay, for the government agencies specifically. GSA, they have a lot of, you can use their logo, something. So please go to GSA to get their help for the marketing too. So when you have an opportunity to talk to those procurement officers, you see, show your organization's value, how you can help them to solve the problem. Okay? And you have to also think about, is this really a right jobs for you? Is the same goal as your business mission? Okay? And does your past performance really can give them confidence? And you also have to know, is there any risk? Okay, and you should develop a comprehensive matrix and put everything there. Also rank yourself against the other competition. So how to market business. Okay, this one I will just let you read them, for the time being, because I have the one webinar just focus on the marketing. So you need to make a marketing plan. Okay, so I put here that actually, what you should focus is on marketing plan, including the following. The last one is budget. Okay, we need to have a budget to do the marketing. So how do you build the relationship with those agents one-on-one? If you have a chance to talk to those procurement officer, and you have to attend, if you see any events like a procurement or conference or matchmaking event, you have to be there. That's the chance that you can talk to them. But follow up. Okay, I saw, because every time I went to those events, a lot of business that just took my business card, but they didn't follow up. So I really encourage you follow up. Otherwise, you don't have the chance. Right? So do the research. You should prepare when you go to those matchmaking events. Okay, you should prepare. So I put here for you. The best practice, okay, is your email and address and website can reflect your business name, so or your product and services, so they can clearly, easily to find you. And practice your elevator pitch. There's a lot of agency representative, ask me to share with you. Do not waste your time and their time if you don't even know what's that agency's mission. Okay, so you have to prepare. Okay, the last one, during and after the events, I put here for you, so I hope you can read before you go to those events. The second part, question to ask, not just tell them, you ask the question. That's very important. So, who is the person, okay, that you can talk to? Do you have any pending RFPs, RFQs? This is what I encourage you. That's why you have to be familiar with those terms, okay? So they know that actually you know what's going on. So my marketing webinars, I go to the detail. Each of the requests, actually, they focus on different information. So it's very important you provide the information they need. And do you have a database of preferred suppliers? Are there any upcoming, expiring contract? Those are important. And who is the person can follow up? And do you have a vendor registration site or vendor approval system? How do you prefer to be contacted? Okay, that's very important. I know a lot of businesses think, you can make phone call, maybe it's more personal, but actually, they are busy. Okay, so I think even you want to make a phone call, you should send an email. After the event, you should send them everybody you met that day. Send them a thank you note and also attach your capability statement. I mean, everyone, not those government agencies only, also include the same business in your industry. Okay, so maybe you can team up in the future. So this is just one slide for you. Okay, but the third series 3 actually have detail. So summary for you, okay, they are looking for qualified. So you have to be qualified, okay? Second one, you should have a marketing plan, build your reputation, and also utilize the technology. That's the new way. And also for federal level, our calendar fiscal year is different from other normal calendar. We start from October 1st and to September 30th. So during the first quarters, we just get ready, plan what to buy. The real purchasing time will be second and third quarter. But fourth quarter, some agency will have money left. So a lot of last minute offers. So do not ignore those opportunities. So this will conclude my presentation today. So I know, a lot of information, and you have, some questions, but I mentioned that actually, Helena and I also have the second one, certification, and third one for the marketing. I hope that you can learn all of them.
Do you want to take some questions? Do you have time for questions?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to ask how we can track micro purchases under 3,500 and gain access to sole source projects.
Very good question. Okay. And a lot of people say, do I have to go to Washington, D.C. for federal contract? You don't have to. Do you know that even just in New York, there are more than 100 federal government agencies, and we got a budget, right? For example, SBA got a budget from Congress, and then our headquarters will just distribute to each office. Then our office will decide what to buy. So actually, you should go to those local office, and participate the event. For example, you want to do business with SBA, so you should go to SBA's website. Any events you should participate and let us to know you. Okay, most of the business they got contract, I see them everywhere. No matter where I go, they are there. Okay, so as a business owner, you have to take out sometimes to do the networking.
Oh, there we go. My screen. Okay. I think you answered this. If you are an 8A certified contractor, your office is situated within a designated hub zone. What steps to the hub zone certification? I think you covered that.
Right, same thing. They have a different certification, so you can certify, all of them. If you're qualified, you should certify all of them. Okay.
This is a good question. Our company has two owners. One is a woman minority majority owner, and the other is a disabled combat veteran, retired military. By the way, Brandon, thank you for your service. Can you apply for more than one designation?
But the definition have to be 51%.
Okay. There you go. Would you please advise about cash flow? What is the percentage?
Cash flow, okay, that's depends the contract, and also depends on the industry. So those detailed information, you should talk to those narrative that procurement officer.
Do you have to be, I think you covered this, do you have to be in business for at least 2 years before applying for government contracts?
No. Okay, I mentioned that actually, if they really need your product or services, even just startups, okay? But 2 years is for the 8A certification. If women, you don't have to wait. You are a woman already, so you can certify. I know city and state, you have to be in business at least 1 year. But for women, you don't have the time requirement.
We'll do two more questions. Do you have to be a citizen to be certified as a minority company with federal government, or a green card holder can do as well?
Have to be U.S. citizen for federal level.
What recourse is available if the agency fails to remit payment within 30 days, assuming all documentation submitted is accurate and the delay is attributed to the internal processes? How do you help?
Okay, that one you have to deal with that agency with that problem. But usually by law, actually they cannot delay the payment.
Okay. Can you use personal savings or funds to show financial capability if your business is new?
They want to see both business and also personal.
Okay. When is series 2 and 3? We set it up already. Just give me time. I'm putting on 2025 events. I already got Manly with our schedule. I actually have to do the fall. We already did, the winter and spring. I have to get with summer and fall, but yes, we have number 2 and 3 coming up. Manly, thank you so much. I know you're busy. If you have any questions, feel free to email email me, and I'll forward it to her. Thank you everyone for joining us. Well, as long as you, you know what, email me. You have my email address if you want a copy of the deck. Sometimes it gets stuck in spam, so this way I know that you received it. This is being televised. It will be on Chamber TV over the weekend. I'll download it on there. It should be on either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Don't forget, Tuesday, online networking, Tuesday at 10 o'clock. It's great. Great connections. Everyone gets a copy of the chat and list of attendees. So we really network you and to get you business. And then Thursday, in-person networking, our holiday party at the Chamber downstairs in the library. Everything is online at chamber.nyc. If I don't speak to you, happy holidays. Be safe, be well. And Manly, thank you, of course, again, for what you do.
No, thank you, Helena. Thank you, everyone, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy.